Well, like the person that just stuck up for Ryan and called him the smartest person on the planet, please come forward and name your name. Name your friendship price, is what Ryan wants to know. We don't usually get co-sponsees. Um, yeah. I feel like I'm becoming like more human, like human design. You guys know human design? Like I have one boob and like you guys call it human design. My boob like sticks out like this and it's like just like there. It's just there. I just have one boob. It's just there. And then I'm gonna go to work, put my mascara on. Um, Trash Panda was like, I'll say I have one boob. That's not a big deal. Hold on. So Alyssa's like, I will say it. The microbes have one boobs. It's like 12. It's like noon. I'm like exhausted. I'm exhausted. I feel like I could sleep all day. It looks like my dad's making tomato soup, which looks really, really, really yummy. And yes, it is real. And I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited because I fucking love tomato soup. Um, I had, let's see, I was at the Ghostbusters house this morning since dreams aren't illegal yet. Um, I guess I'm just gonna talk about it until it becomes illegal. She said in her team's meeting at work. And everyone's just like, don't you have something to like process? Don't you have some data to process? You know, let's come up with a new name. Corporate Jill. Corporate Jill, don't you have like, Corporate Jill, don't you have some data to process? I guess we moved on to my BFF Jill. Oh my God, that means we're totally in 1D. Did we all just say that in unison? Okay, Corporate Jill, what's up? Are we in 1D? That's cray cray. As Corporate Natalie asks Corporate Jill, what's going on? Corporate Jill, I ordered like thick curly hair like 5 years ago and I never got it. Can you like look into that for me? Do they come to you with like all their fake 1D orders for all their like new stuff from the Dagobah system? That's cray cray. Okay, because like what's like real still like right on 3D? Okay, what's real still in 3D? And like I was thinking how I'm trying to decide if my hair looks thick or thin. It's like illusion. Like it keeps looking very thin and then it looks fine and it's like freaking me out. But I think it's because my hair is blonde and then anyway, so blondish brownish, but it's definitely not as dark as like my siblings, which is like dark brown. Anyway, so can't even talk. What's real on this level? Okay, what's left that's real on this level? Okay, smells not real. Let's talk about some things that aren't real right first. Okay, the smell's not real. And this is for me. Okay, this is my own personal thing of like what's real and what's not real. So maybe you can do your list, okay? Because I don't want anybody to blame me. So what's real, not real? Okay, so Hair is obviously still kind of real, but kind of not real because sometimes it looks thin and sometimes it looks thick. See, like there it looks thin. So is this like my 1D? I'm so sorry if you guys hang out with me and Ryan or you think that me and Ryan's thoughts are your thoughts for the last 5 years or whatever. Thank God we invented cars before then, right, guys? Anyway, one boob says that you're not going to be able to make cars very much. Her name's just one boob now. It used to be two boobs. Her name used to be two boobs, and like we were hoping we would ascend and go to three boobs. But instead we descended to one boob. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about, okay? Ascension includes boobs as well, and we needed the three boobs for the life of us. You freaks know exactly what I'm talking about. One boob, one D. I look a little bit older, a little bit more like Palpa. Palpa, not Papa. Okay, so trash is real, is really what I wanted to say. Trash is still real, recycling's still real. Even though we know global warming's not really real, right, guys? Do we know that? I already said it's like being combated with space anomalies, like going super fast and hard and like going super fast and hard and melting the ice like at record pace and everything like that. Ugh, it looks thin. It's freaking me out, guys. Like, how does it do that? I don't like it. Okay, it's literally just the blonde hair, but it's like, let's see. I'm scared to do this, but let's try because I know my hair isn't real. Like, what is that? Is it just the highlights? Is the highlights the same as that color of as my skin? That's weird. Okay. Um, I wanted to stop doing that. Why does it keep doing that? It's annoying me. Okay, so anyway, I usually like bleach my hair and like I get a haircut and I'm not cutting my hair. I'm just sort of like letting it grow like a fucking wild thing that it is. And oh, it just turned red when I did that. I mean, I know my hair is not real, and then my hair turns bright red for 1 second. But what was I gonna say? I forget. And it's like sort of like a grayish color, and so like it kind of looks gray when I do that. It's like all different colors. It's like Magneto's hair, I guess. But anyway, so okay, so what was I gonna say? Now it just doesn't. It looks weird. Okay. Trash is real is what I was gonna say. Trash is real. Trash stinks, but it's not real because like sometimes like my room just like will smell like trash like out of nowhere, just like a ton of trash. And it's like okay, I know it's not real, but I know it's still like considered real on this level. Don't correct me. And recycling's real too, and like you can still smell trash. Like if you open the thing, you can still smell trash. Bowel movements are also real. They really weren't that real for like a couple of years, I want to say, but now they're like real again. Body aches are not real. Body aches equal space codes to me. So I just have to like relax and like let the space codes come in. And what else? Um yeah, like I want to say like medical things are not really that real, but like cuts are still real. Like if you cut yourself with a knife, that's pretty real. Like I've never seen like a cut from a knife like become like space purple or something like that, like out of nowhere. Um, Paperwork still seems real, which is really annoying to me. The mail still seems real, which is really annoying to me. Um, on this level, clothes are still real. Skin is sort of real, kind of real. Um, but basically, like all like medical stuff, like I was told last time it wasn't real, but for some reason I feel like saying like I'm not a medical doctor, like go get your own evaluation and leave me alone. If like, especially if you don't believe that I'm the Lord and Savior, like then don't trust anything I say if you don't believe I'm the Lord and Savior. Like, why would you? So, you can't be like, oh, she's not the Lord and Savior, and then like take all of my space codes and be like, well, she said this, this is this, and this. Like, it's not going to work for you unless you believe in the Lord and Savior. Like, do you go like, Jesus will take this toothache away, and then you're like, but I'm a Buddhist. Like, how stupid are you? You don't say things like that. So stop being stupid with the real Lord and Savior. You're dumb. You're dumb. Yeah. The reason that we're in this stuff, or like they keep saying, like, please remember that I'm this and that. And it's like, well, you're the reason we're in this mess. You're literally the reason we're in this mess. Like, stop. Why don't you go ask Three Boobs then? Maybe she'll be a good guide for you. Okay, so what else? Okay, so yeah, like this morning was rough. I had this dream where I was God. What do you know? Being God and all. And there was this little like bird, and I want to say it was a canary or like something like that, but it was super cute and it kept like switching colors between like yellow and blue. Excuse me. Because I was giant, okay? I was giant. So I was like in God mode. And this little tiny bird, but it was like it must have been like a bird the size of a person, right? Because I was a giant, okay? And the bird needed help, and I was like, "Oh, come here, little birdie." And the birdie flew into my hand. And then after it flew into my hand, it kind of became like fake. It kind of became fake. And I kept trying to revive it and like make it real. And it did seem like it was sort of dying, this little bird. And I kept like trying to revive it. And I was like, well, all the other birds, they sleep in the pool. So like, let me try to put you in the pool and see if you can sleep in the pool. And I put this little bird in the pool and it climbed right out. And I was like, okay, you can't sleep in the pool. So I put it back in my hand and it became fake again. And that's sort of where the dream ended, but like I don't really know like um basically was it asking a fake God for help maybe, and that's why the bird was becoming fake? But like that's what I am thinking. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like, because I think maybe because it's going like back and forth or something. But it obviously it was in my hand. Okay, it was literally in my hand. It wasn't in anybody else's hand. The little bird was in my hand, and it was like a serene pool for birds. And there was just two other birds in there, and they were fast asleep. And I was like, maybe you can sleep in the pool. And it didn't like that. And so I put it back in my hand. And then as soon as I put it back in my hand, she seemed to turn fake again. And because she was turning fake, it seemed like she was like suffering and like dying, this little bird. And I didn't know why she was turning fake if she was in my hand and I'm God, right? I was like, why would um she turn fake if she climbed into a real God's hand? And why can't like the pool this it was a serene pool. Like I don't want to hear it from people on like lower levels of like what the dead pool is, okay? This was a higher level. So this was like I think cuz I was in 7D the other day, like 2 days ago or something, saving myself. So I want to say this was probably 7D, and this person's a little bird in my dimension, in my 7D dimension, and I was literally trying to put her in a serene pool, and she was like too scared to even like accept the 7D pool. Okay? So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Okay? So you know, and then yeah, like I was trying to like take care of her in my hand, and she like kept turning fake, and I was like, I don't know. Anyway, the dream ended. I'm sure I'm still working on it up there or whatever, but um I think there's a lot of paranoia is what I'm trying to say. And there's a serene pool, and you can trust the serene pool. It's sort of like the anti-gravity. Um, like like, if you sit on like, if a duck sits on like a pond, it's like sort of like an anti-gravity system. So the pool is like that. And it's in 7D, so it's protected. And so, okay. So it's like if you go into like you know what I mean? Like if you go into like a pool, like and you like lay out in Manhattan Beach at the pool with like a nice little drink or whatever on your floaty, like there's nobody around, like you're just chilling. It's like that. Okay, so okay, so that was the dream, and then there was because there's people that are starting to awaken and they're starting to tremor during the day when they're awake, when they've awakened, because they're awakening to this thing that it's real. And my hands are turning satanic, so please keep channeling through me. Yay, I'm gonna be satanic today because you're gonna channel your condescending way of talking to me. So, yeah, it's like they're waking up to like, because I spent like a year with you guys with a certain like group of people that I might know a little bit too well. And I it's starting to go through them. right? It's starting to go through them, and it's starting to like be like, okay, this is happening. This is real, and this is why I feel a certain way, and that's why like I'm here, and so that's starting to go out from like a certain, like on a map, like on a radar, and it's like boop, boop, like that. And the thing goes out, boop, boop. So it's like it's doing that right now. And right. So yeah. So that's what's happening. It's like it's called the awakening. Congratulations. You're starting to awaken. Um I am out of addiction strips, aka nicotine pouches. But my dad should be here shortly, so like who am I kidding? Like I've never been stood up before because of all this stuff happening. Why am I getting freckles talking about my dad? Um, Maybe it's what's his name? And I'm gonna be 14-year-old Ellie. Look at my nose. Isn't that crazy? See, like that's sort of like my real nose, and there's like my fake nose. There's my real nose. There's my fake nose. Okay, so no, but it is a little bit thin. It's not like it's not thin. It is thin, but it's like more filled in today. It's just like it's like the illusion. It's so weird. But anyway, I told you guys because they're like pulling out my hair in lower levels. Oh, and I was thinking about like why you guys call me the soul. I was thinking about that. Why do you call Alyssa Janello your soul? And I call myself the demon, right? The demon within. And I was thinking about that, and I was thinking because most of you are from hell, where there's like actual demons around you, like literal actual demons. And when I start filtering through you, and then you guys are like, it's called soul integration. Like it's totally legit. It's totally cool. Like it's called soul integration. You're integrating the soul, and then like your face changes and everything, and then like you become like me, right? Like actually me. Like you look like me, and you're like, I'm the soul. I'm the soul now, because you're literally surrounded by demons, right? Because you're like in a video game, like literally surrounded by demons, and now you're the soul, and you think you still can do whatever you want, and you think you have like more power because you're the soul now, right? On lower levels. It's just soul integration. Like, it's just an illegal cloning ability that I learned back in the day. I really look nothing like this. It's just like a completely illegal cloning ability that I found out. It's called integrating the soul. Right, guys? So, it's called integrating the soul. Okay? Um, but yeah, so that is, yeah, that is going to be a problem for you in the very near future if you don't um, take heed to our warning that the clones are very, very, very real and very, very, very visceral. And you definitely won't be able to tell the difference, okay, between a clone and the real thing in the very, very, very near future. Why are they saying this? I don't know why, but you okay, yeah, you definitely can't tell the difference between me and there's like no way to tell the difference. Like the way we talk, our gait, the way we look, like like all the men like transitioning to women, they're like, let me ease my own shock and like gently transition into a woman so I can ease my own shock about being the soul. I shall ease my own shock. I like my suitcase. Okay, so cloning systems are real, and that's how you win the game by becoming an illegal clone on the bottom level. And then you go to some place like Silent Hill, and you're like literally surrounded by demons and like some people that look like your former life, and you're just like, but like you're the soul, and you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is amazing. It's like, I don't know. It's like that's where this story is going, and it's like it's like if you think you can like trap the real thing, like are you guys listening? I'm not sure sometimes. But like if you think you can trap the real thing and like steal from her, talking about me, Alyssa, right? If you think you can trap the real thing and like steal from her and like do whatever you want and like take advantage of her and like know she's a special princess and know that she belongs to a man named Colin Farrell and like refuse to give her back and like refuse to let her go shopping and like refuse to like give her nice things and like you know what I mean, like refuse to like um whatever, like honor her. And like do we know I'm God, guys? Do we know I'm God by now? I do. I do, definitely. Like when that Ace opens, I'm like, I'm not doing that again. Okay, I know I'm God. So anyway, I like my suitcase. Okay, so you're basically like what you guys are doing to me is like what's happening to the girl in Silent Hill, but like way worse. Like way worse. Like actually, like bloody walls and like dirty toilets and like no friends and nothing, like it's like really visceral in Silent Hill, So that's like the trajectory of where you're going. So you're supposed to like be like, oh, okay, that's not really what I want. I kind of want the castle. Oh, and like turn around and be like, okay, Alyssa's God, and I'm gonna start treating her nicely, and I'm gonna take her shopping, and I'm gonna buy her wine, and I'm gonna buy her nicotine, and everything that I basically said for the last year, casually. And anyway, I saw the castle forming last night. I did see the castle forming last night. I saw like a dress for me. Sorry, it's not for a trans woman's body. It's for a real woman's body as opposed to a trans woman. Okay, let me be the best Republican I can be, because that's where we're going. But anyway, yeah, it's not a trans woman's wedding dress. It's a naturally born woman's wedding dress where I was born a woman. Okay, so it fits a woman that was born a woman and not a trans person because they tend to have bigger bones than naturally born women. As I tone it down a little bit because Tony Robbins is listening in. Tony Rob, okay, I don't know why I said that. I like Tony Robbins. Okay, so anyway, John Cena is listening in. Okay, that's more comfortable for me. Anyway, so I saw the castle forming. It looked very Aurora Borealis around it. It looked very magical and it looked very beautiful. And, I just saw it in a vision quest. I didn't ask to see it or anything like that. I just saw it when I closed my eyes. So it's just as real as level one. So again, we have level one versus maybe level three. Probably level three, guys. Okay, it's probably level three. And level three versus level one. And they're both forming. They're both forming right now. So, the wedding dress, I was like, I don't really like it because it like was like way too. It kind of looked like what's her name's dress, Cinderella's. I want to say it was like Cinderella's dress, but like that's not really my style. But like a regular princess dress, like okay, Disney princess time, Disney princess dress. And I was like, well, maybe we should do something different with the skirt. And we sort of like, it's like, you know how Belle's out like that? And then it stops there. And then like we cut it. And so then it goes down to a diamond. So it's like and a diamond. So that's what we were thinking for maybe we'll put some like tulle underneath to like, or lace or something like, probably tulle. I like tulle better. Um, Or we could just do it like that and make it like interesting. But that's what we were doing is like a diamond shape. I think I could do like a total Disney princess dress for the Disney girls, but not Cinderella's. Probably not sleep. Let me see. Oh yeah, I thought it would look like Sailor Moon's, but it didn't. What? Why did I said Disney princess wedding gowns and it's like not. Okay, here we go. It's like actual women. Yeah, see, they're kind of the same. Sleeping Beauties and Cinderella's, they're actually like the same. And that was the one that they gave me with like a huge, like it was like huge princess ball gown. How similar are they? I didn't even notice that till now. But I think that one's Cinderella. But what was I gonna say? Oh yes, Sailor Moons. Let me see. Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon wedding gown. It's like annoying AF. What? I hate that. Just show me the. Oh, is that one? That's not the one I was thinking. Oh yeah, maybe more like that. See, they're talking about like Princess or yeah, Princess Serena. They're talking about like Princess Serenity. I'm not getting married. Like that one's cool with the wings. Yeah, Moon Princess Serenity. No, I'm talking about Sailor Moon's wedding dress. I think she got, but this one is that one's cute. I'll take that one. I'll take Sailor Moon's. What do you know? Okay, see that's like the roses. It's like the roses that go like across. And it still has like it's still like a princess dress. Okay, if you smell like a rotting corpse, you're not real and you're in my room, so you're yelling at me for like what reason? But yeah. And then it has like the tulle. It has like the see-through tulle sleeves with the rosettes. And then it has little white gloves and then it has the like rose headpiece as well. Okay, so I'll take Sailor Moon's. Thank you very much. Because I guess they want me to look like a princess, so. There's the other one. Let me see. I feel like she's had like a couple. I guess that's similar. This looks like a winter wedding in Japan. I like this one too. Like one's summer and like one's winter. That one looks like from the comic book. But you can't really see it that well. And then here's um, the winter one. The winter one. Where is it? Oh. Did I never watch their goddamn fucking wedding? I feel like I've never watched Sailor Moon and Mamu-chan's wedding. Interesting. Oh my god, I've never watched their wedding. I'm gonna watch it today. Wow, I never watched their wedding. Did he ruin it for all of us, you guys? Did he literally ruin it for all of us? I mean, don't blame yourself. Blame somebody else, it's always better. We have just married secret. I don't like that wedding dress, but I can't find the winter one, guys. But it looks like, oh, see, they do have like a few weddings. Here's another one. Sailor Moon Crystal Act 27. Usagi and Mamoru's wedding. And it's a different dress. They're like, you can't get married, Liz. I know, right? This is their Moon Kingdom wedding. She looks like a pillar. I don't really like that outfit. I never really liked that outfit, to be honest with you. How many weddings did they have when there's another one? They used the original dress. I don't like Sailor Moon Crystal. It's horrible. I don't even watch it. Anyway, I saw my castle forming, so that's pretty cool. And maybe there's like a stupid fake princess out there that's like, you're not the only one that saw the castle forming. Like, how stupid are you? My sister's like, let me just imagine the worst case scenario where I'm in the crowd fighting to get to the front to see her. God, that's fun. I mean, that's really fun, isn't it? To think about that. But that's how I sort of feel with my dad. Like, I'm like, I gotta go to like a premiere of his to like try to get his attention. Like, what the fuck? So strange. Is anybody listening to me? Hello, Colin Farrell, can you please come over and come get me right now? Is anyone there? Is anyone listening? Anyway, I'm like really tired, guys. So I'm gonna go get another cup of coffee. I think I said everything. We talked about the Ghostbusters this morning and how it's real. Okay, how 1D is forming, and I think it's 3D. 2D is also forming. You guys are like, it's 2D, it's 2D, it's 2D. 2D is also forming. So we got a couple of layers there. And, you're sort of deciding your own fate, I want to say. Obviously, there's a lot of negative layers that are also forming as well that are like Silent Hill. where you can recreate this wonderful entourage for yourself. You can recreate this entire theme for yourself in a even scarier, terrifying, more format. And the people that are not taking it seriously, that are like, yes, it's real, yes, it's real. Like, I mean, your career went very, very far, didn't it? So you probably have nothing to worry about. And I'll still be here and you won't be. What else did I want to say about that? I just want to say, like, if the scary things that like we literally hate are literally real, then so is people crowning me all year long while I'm sitting in my bed and my dad's coming over, Brandon and Colin Lee coming on over and put in the nepotism crown on my head. So that means the scary thing, because we know the scary things are real. Okay, we know the scary things are real. So that means then putting the queen of nepotism crown on me is also very real. Okay, so and that means the castle's real as well. And I need a lot more people to say Alyssa is God so we can put me in my castle today. Because sometimes I do think I'm sitting here just talking to myself. And I'm like, does anybody even hear me? I'm gonna go into shock next. Okay, I keep saying all this stuff is real, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna go into shock. Maybe you are because you keep denying it and you keep lying to yourself that telepathy is not real and that all this stuff isn't real. But I don't say that. I say all this shit is real, so I mitigate my own shock. Again, you know what I mean? Like, who are we talking to? Okay, looks like realer than real. It's so weird when it gets like that when it looks like really real. Why does it do that? Okay, so just trying to think if there's anything else that I missed. Um, I think we have to work on just like not being paranoid over like sweet and like wholesome like things that like used to be normal. And I think that's like the main focus. And I'm saying it, not you. So, uh, why don't maybe like take up a new hobby like how to make cars or something to get your own thoughts back, okay?